everybody, welcome to the first episode of RECON, my new Infinity series for small point skirmish games set in the Corvus Belli Infinity universe. I'm here with Jordan.
What's up?
And he's going to be playing his Haqqislam against my Pan Oceania. Now let me tell you about this series, and the point of us doing it is that there's a lot of, how can I put it, there's a lot of people that have tried Infinity with me but that haven't had it stick. And over the last year I've been playing so many Infinity games, I've been trying to figure out why that was. And what I've kind of come to is that there needs to be, or that not necessarily needs to be, but it would be useful if there was a bridge in between games from something like Operation Ice Storm, where you're just starting off and you're learning the ropes, and ITS. There's kind of a big jump between playing with a starter set and playing a whole game of Infinity, where you're doing all kinds of submissions.
Yeah, it's like a lot of extra stuff going on there, and like you got hackers and objectives.
Because I remember the game you and I played first, and you were like,
I was kind of like,
my brain's melting.
What am I doing right now?
My brain is melting, yeah. So what I did was I wrote up a rules pack, basically, for something I'm calling Infinity RECON. It's 150-point games. It can be played on something as small as one of the mats that come with Operation Ice Storm or the US Ariadne starter set. So if that's all you have, the cardstock terrain and those gaming mats, you can play these games, get some simple missions that would introduce you to the concepts behind missions from ITS, and basically, for people who are either starting a new army or who are starting the game for the first time, give you kind of a warm-up. Give you some games that are smaller, more casual, and a little more easygoing and less sort of unforgiving, maybe, as ITS games are. So, I'm going to show you the table. I'll show you the terrain I got ready for this series. We'll run through the basic mechanics, the core mechanics of Infinity RECON, and we'll get started. So here it is on my tablet. RECON, an unofficial supplement for Corvus Belli's Infinity. Now this is a sort of 13-page document that gives you the basic setups for the game, assembling your RECON team. You can play 150 points, normal restrictions for SWC and weapons. No named characters, they're far too busy. Only half your strike team can be impetuous. They're far too much of a liability to include too many of them in your team. You can include one model with more than 2 wounds or structure for every 3 other models in your team. So heavy units are really hard to deploy that support any kind of like support in these small games. You can have a single fire team, Core Harris, Duotride, and no more Tarkus. In your list, it may contain a maximum of 3 members and can't be reformed to include more than 3. Special operations teams must be independent by nature, and so they cut back on the number of members to use team tactics. And then finally, you may only bring a single combat group. More than 1 can break down mission communication. Play area, you can play on a 24 by 36 inch surface. So right here we have this divided up into 24 by 36. This is the 3x3 urban district mat from Urban Mats. And I've also basically made the missions so that you can play it on 3x3 as well. So if you do decide you want to get a second set of terrain from your starter set, or if you pick up one of the army packs and you have a second set, then you can just expand to 3 feet, and the missions will play exactly the same. The measurements are all designed as such that when you place your objectives, it doesn't matter how big the mat is laterally. It's only just the depth of it that matters. So I've painted up, and based and reinforced the terrain set that comes with the US Ariadne Rangers. So the 6 containers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I've done is I've just cut some foam core to shape and put them in here to reinforce this. So you can see they're not as bouncy as they are when they're empty. So if you put a guy on top, whoop, he won't bounce, he won't fall down. And they're a bit heavier so they don't get moved around during the game. For the buildings, I based them on some MDF. And then I used my airbrush the MDF gray, and then airbrushed some brown on top, and then just dull coated them so that they're not quite so shiny in the videos. You guys can see what they look like. But this is the perfect amount of terrain for the game. The only other things I've added is some custom meeple, just some details, some custom meeple details for buildings, which are these little sort of like antennas and stuff. A couple of extra Warsenal bridges that I had left over from our Comanche base. And then some crates that I found in a box. I don't know where they came from. I think I bought them at Game Castle in San Jose. I'm pretty sure that's where they came from. But they've been living in a box for a while, and I had never painted them, and I was like, hey, look, more crates. Well, I'm making another table with the trains. Let's do that. So we've got our train set up right here, and we're going to go through. I've made 6 different missions, and I'll explain the one we're doing right now. It's called Smash and Grab. So the 6 missions are all laid out exactly as ATS missions, or missions from the rulebook are, and they are even with a map. So there's a RECON version of Annihilation, Exfiltrate, which is a RECON version of Rescue, where you use 4 civilians instead of 8. Frontline, which is a RECON variation of Frontline. Seize the Antennas, once again, a RECON version of Seize the Antennas. Smash and Grab is the one we're going to play right now, and the last one is Sweep and Clear, which is a RECON version of Supremacy. So, Smash and Grab, it's basically a RECON version of Supply. We're going to be setting up our 250-point armies. The standard setup for the game is 6 inches onto the table, so instead of a 12-inch deployment zone, a 6-inch deployment zone. Main objectives, if a player controls the supply box at the end of the game, Sorry, at the end of each round, they get 2. So there's a single supply box in the middle of the table here. You can crack it open with a specialist, and that specialist then gains the supply box. At the end of every round, if you're holding it, you gain 2 objective points. And then if the end of the game, you control the supply box, you get a bonus 2 on top of that. So there's 8 available basically from the supply box, either getting it in the first place, hanging on to it for each turn, and then having it at the end of the game. And there's 2 left over for secure HVT. Strike Teams does not use classified objectives, just to keep it simple, but it does use high value targets. So we'll both be placing a high value target, and the only objective usually available from it is secure HVT. So if you have army points within 8 of it, and your opponent doesn't at the end of the game. So defending your own HVT as a secondary objective. And that's basically it. So Smash and Grab follows all the rules for tech coffin, supply boxes, and extract supply boxes from the regular rules and from the ITS mission packs. And other than that, it's a 3-round game. If one player ends their active turn in retreat, of course, the game will end at the end of that combined turn. Sorry, turn, not round. So there it is. There's our setup. We'll do a willpower test and get started and deploy our guys. So here's the open information for my fire team. I've got 3 Fusiliers. One has the paramedic ability. It's the guy who's going to be aiming his rifle right here. One has a missile launcher, and one's just a guy with a combi rifle. I have a Nice sniper rifle. I have a trauma doc, and I have a Doctor Hospitaller Knight. So this is the Hospitaller Knight that's also a doctor. And that's really it. That's my 6 models for the start of my combat team. And we'll show off right now Jordan's combat team from Haqqislam. So here's the 150 point strike team for Haqqislam. What we got?
So we got a team of 5 Gulams here, not a fire team or anything like that. Well, no fire team because they're not.
Because they're regular.
Yeah, regular, no sectorial. So we got a Hacker, Doctor Plus, Forward Observer, a Heavy Machine Gun, and then just a regular grunty dude. We have a token that could be...
Could impersonate anybody.
Yeah, it's a friend.
That's right.
Guy for
it's
sure.
just an old lady walking her dog. That's all it is.
And our last guy here is an Azrael with Fuhrback.
Cool. Fuhrback Azrael, the big murder machine. So there's our 2 strike teams. We'll make a whip test right now for deployment in first turn. Here we go, whip test. I'm going to pass with a 9. And you're going to pass with 11. So you can choose either deployments, which is who sets up first, and sides, or turn order. Which would you like to do?
I will go with setup.
Setup? Okay, cool. I'll go turn order then. I will choose to go first, and you get to pick sides, and then who deploys first. All right, so Jordan's decided to take this side over here and to force me to deploy first. So I'll deploy all but my reserve mini. I will let you know that I am downgrading a AD2 combat guy to parachutist. And I will secretly choose a parachutist deployment. My first wave of deployment, we've got the Nice sniper over here. We have the trauma doc. We have a Fusilier. We've got a prone Fusilier with a missile launcher and a prone Fusilier here up top. My reserve mini is going to be my Hospitaller Knight. Haqqislam's deployed. We've got the Gulam HMG, Mr. Azrael in an Overwatch position. We got the Doctor. I think this was the hack. No, that was the Hacker. That's right. That's the regular one. No, paramedic. Observer FO, that's right.
Medic,
and then the regular one's back there.
The guy who's looking observes things, and the girl is...
Gotcha. So you got 1 reserve mini, which is an impersonation marker. Hospitaller is going to be hanging out over here, out of line of fire, everybody, and then you've got an impersonation token. Now you can make a test if you want to try and put it in my deployment zone, or
I do this, it goes horribly.
And then you're revealed in your own deployment zone. That's right. So last but not least, we have an impersonation marker now over here next to the objective. Not risking getting in my deployment zone, just hanging out nearby the box. 6 orders in my order pool, and my lieutenant order plus 4 command tokens. You could use your command tokens if you want.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be pretty...
And what are you gonna do, put me down to 4 orders?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut your orders down.
That sounds like a good idea, so down to 4. So turn 1, thing the first I'm going to do is, with his own order, place my Akal, who is parachutisting in right here. Do you have any arrows? No arrows available, so he's just gonna stand there, because that is going to be a long order to arrive on the table board edge. And then we are going to spend a command token and an order to coordinate some movement. So he's going to maintain prone and move 2 inches just over here. Whoop. And I should mention I'm going to make the Hospitaller Knight the spearhead leader. He'll make his first move here. Mr. Nice is going to make his first move. Pretty sure he's out of line of fire, moving over here. Mr. Cal is going to make his first move to this corner, going like so. My first short skills, anybody have any reactions?
So it was...
I think your impersonation marker can see my Cal. And that's probably it. So the old lady walking her dog is not going to do anything right now. And I'll make my second skills, which will be to move again. So Mr. Hospitaller Knight is going to go hang out over here. Fusilier is going to keep crawling. over here. I was happy to stay where he is, and I think we're actually gonna move forward because he's decided not to ARO, so I'm safe to just move up to here. All right, we're gonna spend another command token and an order because we gotta get some work done here, and we're gonna coordinate again. We're actually gonna make this missile launcher the spearhead leader. He's gonna stand up. Then I do all these moves and then you do your arrows. That's right. After I have to do all my movement for my dudes. He's gonna remain prone and move to here. Mr. Hospitaller Knight is gonna move 4 up to here. Mr. Nice is going to move up to here. Whoop. Clear your arrows now if you'd like.
Okay, so Nice is up there. He's gonna be super hard to hit. Because he has like...
He has mimetism and cover, that's right. But remember, I'm coordinating, so with him the spearhead leader, everybody else can also shoot the same target, but at burst 1. These two Ghulams are going to take pot shots at the Nice, and your Azrael is going to take a pot shot at my Fusilier. And heavy machine gun as well. Okay, great. Everyone's going to be shooting the same target. That means we are going to be firing all into the Azrael, a multi-sniper rifle, as well as a, whatchamacallit, missile launcher. So you can do your normal rolls first, then we'll resolve the rest of these. With Mimetism and his rifle range, the first one will be at -6, which should put you at a 5 to hit. Or less. You just do it at the same time. Yeah, might as well. Both miss. Nope. Pink, pink. That's the first normal roll. Second normal roll is your HMG can shoot into my missile launcher. 3 for range, -3 for cover, so straight dice is an 11. No! 18, it's gonna miss. All right, and now it's face to face. We've got the missile launcher and the sniper rifle both at burst 1 right now. It can't go lower than burst 1. And it's always burst 1, but halves because it's spirit leader, and he gets 1 burst as well. So I'm gonna use an AP round with him. He's just using his hit mode, so that's AP plus explode. Sorry, we're gonna use actually blast. Because AP doesn't make any, actually it would be a wash either way. But we'll use blast, yeah. All right, so let's see what happens here. I have a BS of 12 for my Fusilier, +3 for range, -3 for cover, so it's straight dice. You've got a, I think, +3. 13's for you, 12's for me. Yep. And 4? Yeah. 8. So I'm going to cancel it and hit you once with the blast mode. And then the multi-snipe, 3, and that's actually going to be, you're not face-to-facing me, it's a normal roll, so that's going to be hit as armor of 5. You need 10 plus here to do any damage, or to save it, and you have to make 3 rolls, and bam, 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 just rocks it. And then the AP round, your armor 3, 6 because of cover, so you have to roll a 10 plus as well to save that one. And you don't, so you take a wound. If your Hospitaller is going to get an order, he's going to push himself up to the edge so he can just see the Azrael, and nobody else should be able to see me if I just move to there.
Do that.
Do Mr. Feuerbach.
Shoot back.
Shoot back, all right. Well, this could go very wrong for me. I only have 1 order left, so we'll see what happens. And I've got BS 14. I'm within 16, so +3, -3 for cover. The AP double action rounds, I'm going with the AP rounds as well. And I've got 3 dice needing a, here, use the red one. 3 dice needing a 14 to your 1 dice needing a 10. Crit, just do it, crit him. 11, uh-oh, I got 3, so that's gonna be damage, only damage 13. Your armor is halved down to 2, but +3 for cover, so 5, so you need a 9 plus 3 times. Ruh-roh.
Doable.
You can do it. Makes 2. It takes 1 wound, so he's gonna be unconscious. All right, so we're pretty happy with that. I think the last order, I'm gonna use my second last command token, and we're gonna put a bunch of people on suppression. So suppressing with the knight, suppressing with the combi rifle, suppressing with, Trauma Doc, and suppressing with the Akal. Order count is 6 right now for Hack, and the first order is going on Mr. HMG, and he's just gonna idle. The guys who can see Mr. HMG are going to be Missile Launcher and Nice. Both are in good range, but both are only throwing 1 dice back, and he can split fire. So we'll both arrows shoot him. He'll use a shock round, because at this point you're not wearing any armor, that just makes more sense. And he'll use a blast round again to try and get around the armor from cover. Putting his dice, he's going to do 3 against the Missile Launcher, and then just 1 to oppose the sniper shot. So against the Missile Launcher, you'll be at +3, -3, putting you at 11s. I'll get 1 shot on a 12. There you go, just crit me and I'll be dead. Crit. Yep. Another hit. I miss completely, so I take another wound. See if I make my armor roll. It's 4 against 15. I don't, and I'm just removed completely. He is now red paint. Let's roll over here. Yeah, that's right. So we're both +3, -3, but I have an additional -3 because I have mimetism. So you're going to be on a 8 with 1 dice to my 12, I think. Let me just double check. You might be 13. Yeah, 1 on 13 here. So you get your 8, and I get a 13. You're just trying to oppose my roll here. You miss. I might miss too. No, I hit. So you take a shock round. Your armor's 1 +3 for cover. So 12 plus, you're fine. Otherwise, shock, you'll bypass unconscious and go right to dead. Bam! Nope. And he gets it in the eye, but he did remove at least one of my pieces. Coordinated order with a command token. And who's going to be the spearhead leader? Doctor's going to be the spearhead leader. Moving backwards with the doc. Again, behind with the second guy. That's going to be the the FO. Yeah. This is the hacker. Staying in the line of fire of the doc. Destination marker's going to move. So I have some ideas here. Now, as he comes to the corner, I can just see him, but I've also got 2, 3 ghulams I can shoot at as well. Honestly, I think the marker's going to be a bigger deal, so I'm going to try and spot. Everyone help me against impersonation, because it's just an old lady walking a dog in the middle of a firefight. I'm at 0 mod, I'm whip bad. Totally fail, so yeah, that old lady keeps walking dogs here. Well, and he can no longer discover for the rest of the turn against her. Second move skills. I prematurely rolled that dice, because technically he would have done those first.
2. Now I can't climb up.
You can climb. You'll be 2 inches in the air. You'll just be 2 inches in the air. Okay. So next turn you can go over the top. Yep. Ghulams pushing themselves into cover. Rest of the way.
And guess what's this guy right here?
Impersonation marker just walking right into the open because I'm gonna have to break suppression if I want to discover this lady with a dog. And there's literally no point in doing it because I'll just down it a level and no longer be suppressing. So I'm not gonna do that. We're on the dock and he's already halfway up, so he's just gonna go into base to base with the Azrael. Whip test, that's right. What do you got? Dr. Plus.
14, so, Dr. Plus, on 17.
You're awake. I actually set this up perfectly for the Azrael to be able to crawl 2 inches over here. And when he pops up, I actually can't see him because he's going to cut the gap and then he's going to go down the other side. Whoops.
Me for a second.
That's fine. And then be able to see my niece during the pop-up. So the niece will shoot you during the pop-up. Mr. Hospitaller can't see you because that was exactly the right distance between you and the box to close the gap before you popped up. And that means you can make your active turn shots against whoever you want. You get 2 dice on 10s. I'll be +3 because you're in the open during that pop-up mode. So I'll be on 1 on 16. And you're using the double action bananas rounds? Yeah, okay. So 10s to my... I hit with a 9, and you missed twice because the 13 actually misses. So that's 1 round in. It's an AP round again. So armor goes to 2 plus none for cover. So you need to roll a 14 plus. That's right. Yeah. You can do it. 14 plus. No. Oh, so close. And he's down again. So doing a cautious move with this Ghulam to start and end out of line of fire of my Hospitaller. Whoop. No problem there. So it starts and ends out of line of fire of my niece. So no arrow there. Coordinated order.
I'm going to move Guerrilla girl here. The marker. The marker here.
The smiley girl. Old lady walking dog.
Yep. 2 up.
So you're 2 up in the air, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. The corner with rifle Ghulam, so the FO Ghulam. Yeah. Move along the bottom here. 4 inches with the Ghulam. There's for many of those, so he's not going to include any other models because he doesn't want the doctor to get shot standing where he is. So moving on.
He's going to idle for his second one.
Okay.
And she's going to keep trucking.
Number 4. Come on. Get behind my cap.
2.
Or gets to go 2 more up. He's on the top, and then you get 2 more inches of movement. So I do not want to break suppression on this Fusilier, and I've already tried to spot with the niece, so I can't. And I do not want to break suppression with him either, so we're just going to not try and spot that guy. Last order, this impersonation marker is going to go prone and squirrely over to the edge here. I'm not going to try. I don't want to break my suppression, and he already tried, so I can't spot you. Turn 1 over. Both sides taking some casualties. We moved around a whole bunch, and neither of us have yet cracked the box for smash and grab. So the box is exposed, though. I've lost a Fusilier, so I'm down to 6 orders. Let's see what I do turn 2. Man token, 6 orders, and a lieutenant order left. What do I want to do? Well, I don't really want to try and break around this corner yet, because there's terrifying people doing terrifying things. My specialists are all fairly pinned. It's really just you, little lady, that can do something. So I think I've really got one way of doing this. And that's going to be, Doc, you got to muscle your way through, buddy. That's really, we're going to have to go team Meatwad. Yeah, exactly. So dropping suppression, he's going to take an order. His first short skill, he is going to move 4. And he'll be able to see your Gulam Doctor as he comes around the corner. So he's going to go like this first short skill. Not quite able to be seen by this ghoulie, but I think the other one can. So you can shoot with your rifle and arrow. I am going to do my shots against you with the multi-rifle. So neither of us is in cover, so we're both at +3 because we're over 8. And I'm on a 17. I'll use shock rounds. You've got a 14 probably. Just crit me. Just do it. Crit me and win.
Get him.
Crit him. 8, that's a hit. And you cancel all my hits, so you do hit me.
Yes.
Boom.
I thought that was a 9 for a second.
In the face. All right, so it's a rifle, so it's 13 against 4, 10 plus. Take a wound. Now I am religious, so I don't have to make a guts roll for that. My next short skill, I am going to move again, because I just need to keep moving while I'm spraying my rifle over here. We're going to go 4 inches over this way. Whoop, so at least we're out of line of fire at the end of this move. Arrows.
This dude.
Both shooting, yep. All right, so Doc's going to shoot, and the other one's going to shoot.
Oh, it's a new order? Sorry, I thought that was...
New order, yeah, that's second order. So I'm going to split my fire. I'm going to put 1 against him, because he's at bad range, actually, because he's within 8, and then 2 into him, because he's at good range. So 2 into the Doc at +3 and +3, so you're on 14s. I'm on 17s. 20, hit you once only, so you got an armor roll, armor 1 against 13. So 13 plus, nope, shock, he gets taken off. And then no pluses for you because you're within 8, so 11s to my 14s, 17s because I'm getting the good thing. I missed though. One dice.
I'm using shotgun.
Oh, you're using shotgun. Might as well, yeah, 17. Go for it. Of course you're using shotgun. What was I even thinking? So you hit me. Armor 4, 10 plus. Take a wound. Never. It's Doom taught us one thing. It's never accounted the shotguns in the far future. All right, so now that I've crossed the gap and I'm out of line of fire, we're going to use an order and a command, my last command token, to coordinate. We're going to make him the spearhead leader, and he's going to move 4 to back into the box. Whoop, like so. And into line of fire of your murder shotgun. We're going to break suppression on him. He's going to go 4, whoop, and hit this corner right here. He's the spearhead leader, by the way. We're going to go stand up with this fella.
Ooh, all that
suppression we're going to do it. I know, right? And I've only got 3 orders left. And then we're going to go over to here. Whoop. And just be happy where we are, not prone. Doc is also going to break suppression. Everyone's just breaking suppression here. We're going crazy. And we're going to go 4 and hop over into this cover, like so. Those. You know, shotgun me or rifle me?
Shotgun.
All right, I'm pretty sure you can still shotgun me safely because you'd be able to see me when I'm still within 8 because I would pass in your line of fire like around here probably, and you're still within 8 for sure. Right, so shotgunning me, I'm going to half burst you with shock rounds again. So I get +3 and then -3 for cover, so I'm on 14s. You're at +6 because I'm in the open, so 17. Do it. Just crit me.
Get him.
Boom. 6 to my crit is a 17. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it was 14 because you're in cover. So that's a miss. And 6 to 7, so I actually do hit you. Armor 4, so you need a 10 plus to bounce this. Oh, and he does! Nice. Oh, man. All right. Guts test, that's right. Good. And yes, there we are. Because I don't want to get greedy, because I was going to get greedy otherwise, we're going to spend an order over here to suppress. We're going to spend an order over here to suppress. So I'm down to 1 order, because I can't forget to do that, or things are going to go terribly wrong. And then my final order of the turn, I'm putting on Mr. Man over here, and he's going to idle as his first short skill. Shotgunned again, and I'm going to shoot you back. Rifle me, because we're outside of 8 now. I'm going to shoot him with shock rounds again. So I'm on 14s, because you're in cover. You're on +3, because I'm in the open, so 14s as well. Do it. 14!
Oh, so close.
That's going to be really hard. All right, so I need 14s. I have to crit here, or he's going to hit me. And I don't, so he hits me. Armor is 4 against 13, so 10 plus or going unconscious. Oh my gosh, Doc, you almost muscled your way through it, but now you're down. Box is still not cracked. We're down to the bottom of turn 2. Counting orders for the Haqqislam. 4 orders and a command token and a lieutenant order. This fella is going to do a long skill cautious move. Just come around the corner and starting and ending out of line of fire of my niece, because he's the only guy right here that can see. Yep. Oh yeah, you're fine. It's there. On him, he's going to go creep along the wall and peek out so you can see Mr. Nice. And that's going to put Mr. Nice within 16, it looks like. Both within 16, that's going to put me at 0, -3 for cover, and you're going to be at +3, -3 for cover, -3 for mimetism. So you can get 3 on 8s versus my 1 on 10s. Not too bad. You got the dice advantage. 8s.
Yeah.
Just crit them. Oh,
No.
19, 12, 16, 10. No, I missed 2 again. Gonna try and dice me here. On 8s, I get 1 on 10. Oh,
Nice.
Crit and a wound. Do I crit? I don't crit. You cancel it. So second roll. Oops, I have to make another armor roll. And I make the second armor roll, but I'm unconscious up here. He's gonna move into the box and try and crack it open. Whoop. Ah! You can do it. 13. Oh, he's got the box. It's finally cracked. The box in his zone, and sorry, ending the round with him in possession. He'll earn 2 VPs to my 0. All right, so not a lot of great plays here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and where is he? 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 orders left. That's right. 4 orders and a lieutenant order. So how am I going to accomplish this mission? Well, Mr. Cal, you're a commando, and you need to Arnold Schwarzenegger up and get some work done here. So his first short skill, he's going to peek the corner here. Whoop. What would you like to do, Mr. Gulam?
This dude, he's gonna shoot you back.
Okay, all right, so shoot me back, +3, -3 for cover. I'm going to be just +3 for range because you're not contacting cover. And that means you need a 11 to my 3 dice on 12s, it looks like. Sorry, 15s. So, no, not critical, it's 15, so 2 hits. 11, if you crit, you just get out of the way.
Do it.
Crit! No. Okay, so he's going to hit twice. Plus twice, just rock it, get out of the way. Gets it once, so he's going to go unconscious. So falls down. So now I've got 3 orders to go pick it up with. With him being 4-2, I think my best play right now is to try and send Trauma Doc in, although she's really not the one I want to send. But we're making do with the tools we have. There's no ladder on this side, so I can't climb down with this Fusilier. Plus, he needs to be continuing to suppress this marker. I think it's my only play. So my second order of 4 is going to go on her. She's going to move 4 inches, whoops, up to here. No arrows because there's nobody in line of fire. And then move 4 again over to here. Order. She's going to move 1 to get in base to base with where the marker is. And then I'm basically just going to reduce her movement back by 2 inches. So first short skill will end her here. She grabs them. Oh, sorry, it's a skill to pick it up. So you know what? I have to stop there. I have to stop there and now be in possession with it because it's a skill to pick that thing up. Oh, derp. That's still not what I want. Okay, well, we don't always get what we want here. So we're going to use our last order and go 4 back to here. And we're going to go 4 again back around this corner and just be hiding, I guess. He's my lieutenant order, and this guy's gonna be the bravest man in the world and come protect her if I walk around behind this box and being like, kill me, it's the last turn, I don't care. Turn 3, and it's over to Jordan to see if he can kill me and get me to drop this. Because if I drop this, you win. 3 orders, it all comes down to the Fide. It's gonna stand up and move his first 4. So it looks like about 1.5 inches, and then the 2 inches down, so you just be at the bottom.
3.5, and that gives me another.
Yeah, you're just down there.
Up.
So I have literally no good play here because I can try and spot him, which will do nothing, or I can delay, in which case he's just going to walk by me. So I'm just going to delay, and he's going to walk by me as a second short skill because I have literally nothing else to do here. And he'll end down here. Now at the end of that move, I can see with this Fusy Lieutenant. So he'll make a Discover test just in case. Willpower is going to be, you're in cover, -3, 0 for range, so 9s. No, I fail. And he can no longer attempt to discover you. Next order. And I'm getting surprise shot. So I'm going to shoot you back because you are in my line of fire. With 1 shot, I'll be at -3 for cover, +3 for range. You'll be at +6 for boarding shotgun. Oh, sorry, I'll be at additional -3 for surprise shot as the Fide shows up. I just need to crit. That's all I got to do. I'm -6 +3, so -3, I'm on a 9.
+6.
You're on a 17?
17.
17 to 9. Do it. It's a 7. Nope, two hits.
2 hits, 8.
All right. Well, I'm armor 1, so AP's kind of relevant here. So I have to boarding shotgun 14. I have to roll 14 plus twice. Come on, just live. Just live. Do it. Nope, she's super dead. Just in pieces, actually. And that package is now on the ground. Just to rub salt in the wounds, he's going to move forward 4 and try and pick it up, just to try and get there. He's already won, but let's see if my Fusy can actually shoot him. I don't think he can to him, so he's not going to be able to shoot you either. So I got 1 shot, +3. So I'm on a 15. 14! See if you make your armor roll.
What's your rifle?
Just a combat rifle, yeah, 13. Nope. So she's unconscious, but you'll win 2-0. If he'd picked it up, he would have scored again at the end of the round, and then held at the end of the game for an additional 4, and that would have put him at 6. But there it is, 2-0, smash and grab. You know, I don't know if you ever saw them on camera, but both our HVTs were contested at the end of the game, the Akal here and the Gulam here, and then it was my Fusilier with your, actually, sorry, you were down at that point. So actually, I think I did grab that one.
Just like, didn't we played the whole game without them?
I was going to say, I goaded you into doing that, so I'm going to say that this was contested, because this was more a what if, could you grab this than anything else, and you could have just stood there and been contesting the HVT as well. So we're going to give it to you 2-0. All right, so there it was, 2-0 at the end of the game for Haqqislam. A very tight game right down to the end. Tight. I did feel bad because I goaded him into walking over there and trying to grab the objective when he'd already won the game, and forgetting that he was on my HVT.
I forgot about those. Like
we did. Oh, it's so funny because the camera angle where I was standing at, you couldn't see either of them. I just completely scanned them for the entire game, which is very natural in Infinity to forget about the HVT. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. There'll be a download link in the video description below, so you guys can check out the mission back for yourselves. And I do suggest, if you are trying out Infinity for the first time, if you're watching videos on Infinity, and you're looking for something outside of the initial missions in Operation Ice Storm to sort of cut your teeth on playing missions and stuff, this is a good pack. It just uses basically what you already have available to you, having got one of the army boxes. You could really play the game with any of the army starters too. They're all roughly 150 points. I'm sure some aren't and some are. There's exceptions to all this stuff. But if you have one of the 6-man or 7-man army starters, you could play a 150-point recon mission and try out the rules and try out some more advanced missions. So I hope you enjoy it. You'll see more in this series. And if you do want to come in and learn to play some Infinity or play some smaller point games, you can email me at guerrillaministgames@gmail.com or Facebook message me at facebook.com/outofthebasement of the streets. Big thanks to Jordan for coming in.
No problem.
See you next time, guys. Till then, happy gaming.